Good evening, everybody. Once again, the Q boss has been defeated, and we are ready to dive in for another evening and maybe finish up the base game of Stormblood tonight. So, let's dive on into it. Alright, we are live. Let's not waste any more time then, shall we? My mom said Granddad kept the key with him at all times. It's a lucky charm. If he hasn't got it, then well, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Ready? We may have to deal with a few Imperial patrols, or worse. Few Imperial patrols. Like that should bother us. I mean, we've got Thancred with us. What could go wrong?
Wow. He did turn out to be a bad guy the last time, possessed.
Yeah, it's because he wasn't with us. There are only two colors of carbuncle, right, Zora?
Yeah, I don't understand how come he has like... For a minute there, I'm like, why is mine all shadowy? Realize.
I wonder if maybe scholars have a different carbuncle.
They have fairies.
Yeah, they have fairies.
Good point.
Oh, he's got an obsidian carbuncle.
Mm-hmm.
Or if that's like an 80 or 90th level thing.
He's lower than me. What are you talking about?
Well, I know he's lower, but he's all question marks right here.
I'm gonna blame it. I'm gonna say it's some kind of Charlian thing.
We're just supposed to be like clicking on all these things, the fallen masonry, the
Yes.
lumber. Okay. Because I don't see any bag. Oh, wait.
It'll be what they're calling it, a queer device. It's over on the other side of the wall where they've got that one item in a block, like looks like a house.
Ah. I am going the wrong direction.
I found a trap.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Ready?
Away with you!
If anybody is still fighting the mobs, I recommend saving Whisker as soon as possible. He got pretty low on health over here.
Who's Whisker?
The dude that's helping us.
Yeah, the guy who isn't a Scion. And actually, I just noticed Whiskar's vitality is listed over there in the quest conditions, so I'm guessing we have to keep him alive.
Yeah. So, do we go walking out into the salt flats here or whatever?
Yeah, south.
Oh, south?
Well, basically, you're ending. I'm seeing other Legion things. I hate it when they follow us because I don't. They know where they're going and we don't.
Yeah, I was standing around in the town waiting for them to go somewhere, and they didn't go anywhere, so...
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Oh, here we go. We got another thing. The station. I kind of think Alphanol would kill some people.
He's not very good at his job, KJ.
That's for sure.
I would also like it noted that Whisker said in chat that he will lead the way. And he is not doing so.
No, because Lee says not after that ambush. They don't want him to.
Ah.
But they said to go south.
Right. And I note Lee says, keep your eyes peeled for more Magitech, which gives you a follow the breadcrumbs.
Yeah. That's what I started doing. I actually backtracked and found Magitech and then started going south.
Well, I just went straight up south and ran into the barrier of the map. So I'm like, well, this is the wrong way.
Alright, I almost followed you down south, and there's a big toad here, I think.
You can go around that guy.
Do I need to go back into the city towards then?
Once
There'll
you
be a gate.
Yeah, once you reach the toads, start heading east. And then you'll find more Magitech.
Oh, there's another Magitech, yeah.
stupid toad. You are not part of the quest. Leave us alone.
Thancred's the worst tank. He does not get out of AoE.
Indeed. There's a reason why we kicked him out of the gladiators. If you remember, he was a gladiator early in the game. Well, he was definitely trying to tank that, because I have my tank stance up and never got aggro from that enemy. So, this is it. This is the monastery. They have to be around here somewhere. What? What? It's me, Whisker, your grandson. Whisker? By Ralgar, is that really you? Oh, it's good to see you alive and well, lad. But who are these other ones? The Resistance, Granddad. My comrades in arms. She told you all about me thumbing my nose at the Mad King, did she? Heh, daft sods never caught me either. It wasn't much, but it was my way of rebelling against his rule. Glad to see you've got higher aspirations. Here, make the family proud. I swear I will. I swear. Ralgar as my witness. Be right back. All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I was worried when he wasn't at the Saltery, but we found him in the end. Now that we got the key, it's time to find that underwater tunnel.
Ooh, a big mystery box.
Mystery box. Everybody likes mystery boxes.
We love that.
We'll need to dive into the locks and look for a tunnel leading beneath the residential district. That should be no problem, thanks to Kojin's blessing. But for the rest of you, we'll have you know that I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. I think it best that I support Monago and Arenvald's unit. Can Alphado not swim? Oh, right.
Nope.
You can't swim. I am aware of that, thank you, but it is neither here nor there. Given that I lack both the Kojin's blessing and Thancred's preternatural lung capacity. Right, of course. I didn't mean anything by it. Nothing at all. So, the Warrior of Light, Thancred, and me. Let's head to the water's edge. Alphado and Whisker can rejoin the others and wait outside the gates for us to let them in. Yeah, I just find it funny that we crossed a bunch of territory while we were in the instance. I just put a flag on the map, and I don't know how I did or how I make it go away. But we crossed a bunch of territory, but it didn't count as exploring it.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Oh, there's an aether thing. Now I'm glad I walked the one way and then turned around.
Indeed. Interesting. There's only 4 aether currents to find scattered around this zone.
Oh.
There are 5 that you get from quests, though. Just a moment. Let me move this flag somewhere where we can actually get to it, so maybe it'll go away. It did not go away. Okay, there's got to be a clear waypoint or... Oh. Can you guys see the flag, or is it just for me? Okay, it's just...
you.
Alright, it's just for me. In that case, I'll ignore it.
Flying fish.
I love how often they have fish that are out of water.
Indeed.
Crocodile fish.
It actually looked like it was running on its fins there for a second.
Right.
This looks like a good place. This looks like as good a place as any. Ere you dive into the briny deep. Hello, Urianger. What are you doing here? As Lord Lease just said. Master Alphinaud informed me of your plan, and thus did I hasten to your side. When Mistress Alice unfolded to me the tale of her defeat, I was much intrigued by the apparent ease with which Fordola, a theretofore unexceptional warrior, defied my lady's every attempt to do her harm. After some few days of deliberation, I subsequently contrived what I believe to be the solution to the problem of her preternatural presence. Prescience. It was in hopes of furnishing you with the fruits of my labors that I came. Wait, isn't that Moonbreeda's... Her etheric siphon formed the basis of for my design. Should my hypothesis prove correct, you need but activate it in her presence. To say more would endanger the plan, for ignorance is your shield. It was Moonbreeda's time. It is not yours, my friends. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, and return. We will, for you and for her. Right, I'm going in. Follow me.
His bow's almost always a little off.
I guess we got to get in the water first.
Oh yeah, underwater. Okay, I can't remember the down thing because it's not my what you call it.
Control shift.
Control shift.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm glad we don't have a Thancred dies timer.
Yeah, no, it's not working. Control shift is not working.
For me,
Oh.
for me, it's X. It's whatever button you push to descend on your mount when you're flying. Control spacebar. Try that.
Oh yeah, sorry. Control spacebar. That's.
Oh, okay, all right.
Sorry
I was
about
like,
that.
I'm trying all the other things and none of them are working.
I don't know my button.
It's okay.
Well, I started hunting for the emote. I thought there was an emote for diving.
Well, I went to the keybinds to see where, if I could bind something if it wasn't bound, and then Zora said the shift or spacebar.
No, it was actually Kat that it did.
I'm sorry, Kath said it.
The tunnel leads east. Thancred's already gone ahead. Let's not keep him waiting. Ah, that's why we don't have a Thancred dies timer.
How can she talk underwater? I mean, we're not even using those pearls or nothing.
I just realized I'd muted my mic to cough and forgot to unmute it. The chat box was all swirly, which usually means like telepathy or some other kind of magical communication. I feel like we should have encountered some resistance by now. It's quiet. Too quiet. Hello, lookout thing. I don't know why you're here, but I will accept you. Did you get it, Emo?
Yeah, it didn't count for me, so I went back to it.
Gotcha.
I got it though.
Whew, that was fun. Yes, tremendous fun. Who needs a Beastman's blessing anyway? I still can't believe you managed to hold your breath the entire time. It felt like we were down there for hours. Anyway, it's time we let our friends in. Once we head up these stairs, we'll need to make our way to the main gates, which are somewhere to the west of here? Forgive me for stating the obvious, but it bears repeating that until we open the gates, we three are on our own. It would be in our best interest to avoid guards and easily startled small folk. Obviously. But once our guests have arrived, we'll be we'll be free to head towards the research facility where trials being held as loudly as we like. Since you've been here before, will you lead the way? Of course, but I will move more quickly, so see that you do not fall behind. Nothing left to say then. Let's get to it. Oh, looks like we got a break party again. All set? And I guess we probably need to avoid combat and just stick with Thancred. I like letting Thancred do all the work.
Uh-huh.
Okay, where's the lever on the wall?
It's right to the right of the gate. Thancred could clearly see it, so I don't know why he told us to go looking for it.
Yeah, lazy. He doesn't feel he should do all the work.
Well, I missed it, and then I came back after you said that.
It's a pretty big thing. It's on the wall, but it's in a little side niche.
Yeah, alcove. That's why I didn't see it. Then I saw the sparkle. Wow. Well, I didn't know I that high. Sorry, I didn't know I could jump that high.
reckon you lot would come, but I didn't think you'd have the nerve to break the bloody doors down. Makes no difference to me, though. Time to die.
I can read your every move! Out of my way! I'll cut you to pieces! How could I lose? Let's finish this! If only you knew the power! No. Not after everything. I cannot lose. I will not!
Oh, but you will! Without your tricks, you're nothing! Conrad, Mefrid, your own comrades! I should kill you here and now for what you did! But there's no place for that kind of justice here. Not in my Alamigo.
Oh, how very bloody noble of you. Why, you'll pardon me my sins, will you? After you and your freedom fighters come and tear down everything we've worked so hard to build? We were fighting for our people's freedom.
You're slaves to a tyrant! There's no freedom in that!
Now, my friend! Croyle!
Alphino? I knew you'd come.
Touching as this moment is, it will have to wait. We should rejoin the main force at once. Lise!
I'm taking her back with us, alive. She's going to answer for what she's done.
Listen to you. Talking like you've already won. Xenos is gonna tear you apart. He commands a power, echoing that of the Icons.
What are you talking about?
The hunt, you stupid cow. I'm talking about the hunt! He said you'd come, and here you are, his willing prey. You and your friends are dead, just like mine. And all our misery, all our sacrifice, it was all for naught!
No! You're gonna live long enough to see us win our freedom. I promise you that.
May I live 1,000 years.
Interrogations can wait. Let us be off.
That was nice, Kath, to keep KJ out of the thing.
What a relief to have finally found her. Though our greatest challenge yet lies ahead of us, on the eve of this final battle, I find myself overcome with joy. We could not have saved her without everyone's help. Thancred, Lys, Urianger, and of course you. But yes, there's still much more to be done. I should be very interested to learn the meaning of Fordola's ominous words, for one. Ah, we get Thancred's eye patch. Okay.
Woohoo!
Lys has gone to deliver Fordola into custody of the Alliance, leaving Monago and her men to hold the residential district and stand ready. Once the Alliance has breached the main gates and commenced their assault, the Resistance forces will push through the entrance here to join the fray. In that case, I will remain here. My search for Kryl took me into the city proper, and my familiarity with its defenses may prove useful to the Resistance. Understood. I shall instruct Arenvald and his unit to render support as well. They were tasked with securing the Aetherite, as I recall. With me. That's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the Aetherite first. Gods, Kryl. It's so good to see you. I feared the worst. It wasn't your fault. You saved me. All of you. Thank you. We will be departing shortly for Portia Pretoria to rejoin the main host. Arenvald, I would have your unit remain here with Thancred, that you might support the Resistance troops in the coming battle. Understood. We won't let you down. I trust you will refrain from doing anything I would not. We are both far too young to die. Right. No noble sacrifices. Got it. Let us be off, then. Alright, back to the locks. Or what is it actually called? So I think these are probably both called the locks. Portia Pretoria. Or Porta Pretoria. And I know we have 2 blue unlock quests off to the east. So those are probably Aether Currents.
Ah, the heroes of the hour. Not content with securing the residential district, you gifted me an Imperial Commander. What are you after, a medal?
The work is its own reward, General. I must say, however, that Fordola's claims were not a little disturbing. What manner of power could Xenos have acquired that might equal an icon?
Might she speak of our missing Omega?
Very possibly. The Empire's fondness for comparable Allagan technologies is exceedingly well documented. Have we made any progress with our own investigation?
None. The search goes on in earnest, but Cid has thus far found nothing of note. Mayhap the Garleans beat us to it. If they were working desperately to repair the machine, that might explain their decision to remain within their walls.
Ah, Lys. I trust you surrendered Fordola into custody without incident. We were just discussing the pilot's claims.
About Xenos and his newfound powers. She hasn't said a word on the subject since we rescued Kryl, even when the interrogator asked nicely.
Mayhap I can offer some insight into her claims, or at least into the facility and the experiments they conducted during my time there. Though my memories of the period are somewhat muddled, there are a few things I remember with painful clarity.
Thancred told us only that Fordola had undergone some manner of treatment.
Yes. It is a place wholly dedicated to the creation of enhanced beings, whom they refer to as the Resonant. As I understand it, the process aims to imbue a test subject with the qualities of an individual with demonstrated magical aptitude. This entails the mechanical extraction and transfusion of some manner of primordial essence.
So that's how Fordola improved so fast. I knew there had to be something. She wasn't half as strong or quick to predict my attacks when we first met. If it weren't for Oriange's siphon thingy, I really don't think we'd have beaten her.
My humble scheme asked far more in the execution than it required in the conception, I do assure thee.
Oh, you've got to stop doing that.
In calling upon Lady Alisaie after her defeat, I was most intrigued to learn of the apparent effortlessness with which Fordola countered her attacks. 'Twas as if she knew the blade's destination ere its journey began. A most impressive feat under any circumstances, but an almost miraculous one when considered in the context of Fordola's unfamiliarity with my lady's arts. How then could she so perfectly predict an unknown opponent's every move? After much deliberation, I surmised that Fordola may be possessed of a preternatural ability to divine meaning from the fluctuations of an individual's ether and to instinctively react. To employ a metaphor, one might say that she was attuned to the whispers of my Lady Alisaie's soul.
Wait, have you not just described a manifestation of the Echo?
I had no conclusive proof. The available anecdotal evidence suggested only that Fordola was uncommonly sensitive to etheric fluctuations, and 'twas this which led me to develop my stratagem. I would fashion a device with the capacity to generate a massive disruption in the surrounding ether. If, as I suspected, Fordola's senses were indeed questing for the most minor of oscillations, the shock of exposure to a more amplitudinous etheric waveform would be akin to a debilitating bout of ether sickness.
How ingenious. I note that the success of your plan hinged on your device's wielder remaining ignorant of its purpose, lest Fordola divine your intent.
Indeed so, Master Alphino. All things considered, 'twas a most fortuitous outcome.
That's putting it mildly. In any event, if Urianger is correct, that would mean these Resonant have been granted the power of the Echo via artificial means. A sobering thought, to say the least, and one which makes me wonder what else Xenos has in store.
Whatever the Viceroy's newfound powers, I know of none better equipped to face him. And face him you must. For there is now but one path forward, and it leads straight to Alamigo.
And it's not as if we came unprepared. We've got all our friends and allies fighting for the same thing. Honestly, right now, I feel like we could take on anyone and win. And I mean anyone. Well, no one's saying we shouldn't be cautious. Though maybe I was getting a bit carried away. Right, I'd best get back to the residential district. Thancred and the Resistance forces are waiting.
It is time we join the main host. Kryl, in light of your recent ordeal, might I suggest that you remain with the rearguard for now?
Oh, if you insist.
when Lee started talking about Urianger, and I saw him standing behind her, my thought was, has he always been standing there? And then she noticed him and freaked out. I was like, no, he just arrived. Okay.
Yeah.
A bit of a stealthy himself.
I'm back.
Indeed he is. Welcome back. If I may, General, is there aught that we can do to assist with final preparations? I'm glad you asked. Pippin informed me moments ago that all forces are in position and that we are ready to commence the assault. Naught remains but to notify the Alliance commanders. If you've no objections, I should be glad for you to do the honors. You were instrumental in the success of Operation Archon. You helped bring an end to the Dragon Song War. You were a hero to the people and a symbol of hope. Some might judge it an empty gesture, or worse, a waste of your talents, but I know it would mean much to everyone here. That you should be the one to bring me word. By the Fury, it is good to see you, my friend. You who stood with us in our direst hour will ever be an aspiration to my countrymen and to me. Though Ishgard's debt can never be repaid, it is my hope that our deeds this day shall go some small way to redressing the balance. All is ready? Very well. Though many will fall in the coming battle, how many more shall know the liberty for their sacrifice? There is a time for peace and a time for war. Even the matron understands this. We who have received of hers and the elemental's blessings go now to stand for Eorzea and her children. It's time then? Though this is not my theater of choice, we will play our part. Our cannons care not either way. That battery has sunk enough ships to fill a fleet. Tis not like to be bested by a gate. Guess while we're over here, might as well pick these up. Ah, adventurer. I need your aid in saving the souls of the dead. I pray excuse me, that sounded more dramatic than I intended. My name is Betha, by the way. You have probably heard how the Empire took great pains to quash the religions of this land, for fear of the appearance of primals. But the Imperials even went so far as to forbid the harmless ceremonies folk performed to honor their fallen. As a result, the Locks are now haunted by a host of restless shades who were denied their last rites, and sadly, brute force is the only way to banish them. I spend such spare time as I have sending these spirits onto the next world, but there is only so much one woman can do. Any aid you can offer would be greatly appreciated. You will find many unquiet spectre roaming the tombs to the northeast. Pray send them to their final rest. You are well known for your deeds as a soldier. On this day, however, I would call upon your broad experiences as an adventurer. As for the situation at hand, it would seem that part of our patrol route has been claimed as territory by a fearsome zoo nestling. Yet we cannot simply choose to circumvent that area, lest we lest we risk providing an unobserved entry point for Imperial scouts. My men and I will be glad to go toe-to-toe with any military opponent, but nothing in our training has prepared us to combat a foe which can soar through the ravines and swoop down on us with impunity. My comrade here almost lost his arm to such attack, and I fear it is only a matter of time ere the creature makes a kill, unless you kill it first. The nestling surveys its domain from a narrow pillar of rock to the northeast. Pray find this predator and end the threat to our patrols. Okay, that's actually pretty good. You know, often in games like this, we get sent to fight the monster that the army just doesn't fight for no reason. Well, now they gave us a reason. They don't know how to fight monsters. They fight people.
Yeah, it's like the Goblin Slayer. Too busy to fight demons and stuff instead of the little goblins.
Goblins.
Yep.
Goblins.
Goblins. They'll take out your your village.
Is it done then? Thank you for humoring an old bull. Maelstrom Adder and Ishgardian forces are in position, General. Resistance forces in the Alamegan quarter are ready and await our signal. Not left to do but the deed itself. Right then. I must go to my men. I shall be leading the first charge through the breach. Then we shall head to the front. Pippin has command of our artillery outside the gate. He'll not be hard to find. Ah, but before you go, I have a final favor to ask. Give this to my son. He will understand.
There's another blue.
Yes, there is. I see. I was wondering when it was going to pop up. I've spoken with members of the Scions, and if I may be so bold as to ask, is it true that you learned some Far Eastern technique for moving underwater as freely as a fish? That it was not an exaggeration? Incredible. Would you be willing to put that ability to use for us? If so, I have an agent stationed underneath those towering steps by the lock, who would dearly love to speak with you. There's actually another one over here, too.
I was gonna say there's another one too, right? Ill-tempered or something.
I believe that might be an Austin Powers reference.
Ill-tempered one?
In one of the Austin Power movies, I don't know which one, he was talking about or Dr. Evil was talking about having great white sharks or something with lasers, and his guy says, "Sir, we were not able to get sharks." He says, "Well, then what do we have?" He says, "We have sea bass." He goes, "Well, are they at least ill-tempered?"
Right, okay. I remember that spot. I just don't remember the ill-tempered remark.
The famous soldier and adventurer? It might be that I'm asking above my station, but I could use your help with a bit of a problem. I've been tasked with rounding up a couple of nasty wavekin, and I have to admit to the fact that they're too much for me to handle. For a hero like you, however, I suspect they'd be naught more than a spot of light exercise before dinner. Have you seen those monstrous yabbies crawling about south of the White Isle? I have some large hip sacks you can use to drag them back here. Just be sure to tire them out beforehand. Any fight left in them and they'll rip through the sack with those spiky tails of theirs. Alright. Side quests or main quest? Because they're kind of leading us in different directions. So.
Fine with either.
We'll probably end up doing both tonight anyway, so.
Yeah.
Let's do sides so we can fly.
Alright.
Did we get our magic box? Our mystery bag?
I believe that was Stancred's eye patch. Is what that was.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's a level 1 all classes item, so I think it's just a cosmetic item.
That's cool.
Lieutenant Dorothy said you might be on your way. Ready to get your boots wet, are you? I should probably begin, I should probably begin from the beginning. One of the soldiers we captured during the battle at Castromabania was concealing a map on his person. The map was marked with a curious symbol, but no matter how hard we cajoled or threatened, the prisoner would not tell us the symbol's significance. This naturally piqued the curiosity of our commanders, and they immediately ordered a search of the marked area. Now, the problem is that the area mostly covers the water, and we know nothing of interest up above. Meaning this secret, whatever it is, must be down below. We were eager indeed to enlist someone with your apparent talent for underwater exploration. I've circled the spot on your map that we'd like you to investigate. If it turns out to be something you can bring back, pray do so. Be careful down there. I think we actually need to go this other way. Well, we might as well do this Fate, because it's got an XP bonus on it, and it also counts for our quest. And be sure to level sync if you have to, Zora.
It didn't let me. Didn't it?
Well, if it's not letting you level sync, that means it's a level 74 max, so we're good. Just a moment. It has taken 74 levels, but I finally have a distance closer. Finally. Okay, this is a lot deeper than I was expecting.
I tried doing I tried doing spacebar and then control, and all I was doing was jumping them all. Obviously, I know better.
Ooh, Atlantis.
You were going the wrong way, KJ.
Oh, I am. Well, I thought I was going straight, and then all of a sudden I started veering off, so.
I think the issue was you were going straight when you needed to be going down.
That's what I meant by straight down. But it was an angle.
Look, there's snowflakes over there.
Yeah, I was just looking at those.
Yeah, it's over there by that city and stuff. It's kind of cool.
I think there would have to be a reason for us to come down here for something else later. Zora apparently swims much faster than we do.
I hit speed boost before you did.
And since I'm just pressing space and swimming straight up, I don't know if it's actually as fast as swimming in a direction. Yeah, it would appear swimming in a direction is faster, because Emo passed me.
Yeah, I switched it. Okay, creepy. There are hands.
Are you looking at the big statue under there, under the water?
No. It's a monster. It's got a head too, but it's just, it was creeping me out. Sorry, so I'm coming.
No problem. Anything of interest? This is like an Imperial material crate. I doubt anyone would bother sinking ordinary supplies, so I say we take a look inside. Nald's breath, this thing is filled to the brim with gems and jewelry. What I can tell, these all seem to be Garabanian design. In fact, I'd say this collection is of damn near royal quality. The bottom of a lock is not where I'd choose to keep such valuables, so it's safe to assume that they were acquired in a less than honest fashion. Our prisoner likely hoped to hide them down there until his stint in the army was over. Rebuilding a country is an expensive job, eh? Alamigo's royal family is no more, but we should return these to her citizens nonetheless. Thank you for braving these waters. Pray report to Lieutenant Dorothy, and I'll see if this crate is transported safely back to headquarters. Alright, let's see these hands. Ah! It's a mud monster.
Yeah. All I saw were hands at first. I didn't see the face until a little bit after.
How are we going to get up there? Ah, gotta go around.
Oh, somebody might die. I thought there was a dot, and that's what happened last time.
Actually, apparently it's not the dot that killed us, or killed me that time. It was the fact that I was in combat. Apparently fall damage will not reduce you to 0 if you're out of combat.
Gotcha.
And for some reason, I was the only person in combat. So, apparently if you ride through a bunch of monsters and then jump off a cliff with your car full of people, somebody is gonna die. You just don't know which one.
Gotcha.
I think we're supposed to kill that thing back there. Oh, there's one ahead.
Alright, save your DPS. This thing here we're supposed to weaken and capture. Alright, I think KJ caught that one.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we have to do them individually.
Yeah. At least we only need 2.
Oh, you got it, right?
I did.
Accidentally killed mine.
Well, I thought I killed mine, but Emo got it. That
You
second one.
you can capture them once they get under about 50%. Alright, I've captured all I need.
Okay, I have all mine too.
I still need
You need one more, Zora?
One more.
2.
There's one to your right. Start bagging it.
You have to be in like melee range.
Yeah, I'm only doing auto attacks, so it's not going to die anytime soon. So
Oh, you need one more, Zora?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright.
KJ have all the ones he needs.
Yeah.
Alright.
I feel like we're nowhere near fighting, but we can hear fighting.
Uh-huh.
What was that?
I feel like we're nowhere near fighting, but we can hear fighting.
It's super loud too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you able to capture those yabbies for me?
Put them in a real small sack too.
Oh, those are some lively nippers. I'd best get them in a pen before they tear their way free. It's a good thing they're ill-tempered, though. Why is that, you ask? Well, just between you and me, we're planning on using the Yabbies as a secret weapon to disrupt Imperial military camps. I'd love to see the look on a Garlean officer's face to find one of these beauties running wild in his command tent. Thank you. I was growing tired of sewing up the holes in those gigantic sacks. Your efforts will be felt, adventurer. When this land was yet under the yoke of the Empire, my own father lost his life in the fight for freedom. But although our conquerors permitted me to build him a gravestone, they would not allow me to perform his final rites as the teachings of the Fist of Rhalgar demanded. It was later that I heard how a ghostly apparition was seen floating near his grave. I should have performed the ceremony, and the Empire's laws be damned. I should have had more courage, but I was afraid to die. Ashamed at the cowardice I showed then, I began seeking out other shades and specters to put to rest. It is a seemingly unending path, and I thank you for walking even a few steps of the way alongside me. This chocobo is purple.
It is.
The nesting is slain, then? I knew I had chosen the right man for the job. I am grateful if you came along before any lives were lost to that monstrous bird. You have our thanks. Welcome back. Was there aught to be found? A fortune in stolen jewelry, was it? That explains the prisoner's unwillingness to share. As my agent explained, we will see to it that the valuables are returned to the Alamigo's coffers. Thank you. This will go a long way to helping the nation recover from the ravages of war.
You eyeing some of these jump offs is giving me pause. I'm like, ooh.
It's mostly like, where is the ground and where do I need to go? Was not expecting a fall there. AJ, teleport us to the Alamegan quarter in the locks. Because the other one appears to be in here somewhere, and I couldn't figure out how to get to the gate. So...
Oh,
There
left,
it is
left.
to the left behind us.
Ah. Looking at this place, I'm not sure the army actually has any chance of taking this place. Just because there should be no way for an army to actually besiege this place.
Yeah.
Alpinode, you could have at least killed the mobs in the area. Lazy. Adventurer card revoked. What is that you've got there? By the 12, this is Tizona. The Bull of Alamigo's legendary sword, forged from 2 cursed blades. This sword is the symbol of everything my father fought to achieve. A weapon claimed on the blood sands, and with it fortune and glory. Its flames consumed the unworthy, but by fire was he reborn. That he should bequeath it to me now to carry on his legacy. Well, I shall endeavor to deserve it, but I'll be damned if this is his final battle. Once we begin, there will be no respite until it's over. Are you ready, my friends? Very well. Brace yourselves. This should be quite a spectacle. Vice Marshal. Vice Marshal. Imperial unit approaching from the north. Aiming to destroy our artillery, are there? How many? Total numbers unconfirmed. At least 1 squadron. But sir, they're wolfmen. Fire Domate. Bloody hells, that's all we need. Call up the Bloodsworn. Tell them to make ready. Marshal Tarpin, wait. These wolfmen of whom you speak hail from Doma. They were coerced into fighting for the Empire, spirited away to a foreign land and told that if they disobeyed, the lives of their kin would be forfeit. But their homeland has been liberated. They have no reason to continue serving their imperial masters. Ere you engage them in battle, I beseech you, grant us a moment to go and attempt to convince them to lay down their arms. I am loath to gift our enemy more time to prepare, but if there is a chance that this conflict might be avoided, I suppose we must take it. Go then, but be quick. We will, Vice Marshal. With me. We don't have time to go back to the Rising Stone and pick up Yugiri, Alpha Node. Which, of course, means Yugiri is going to spontaneously appear. But
she's been in the shadows this whole time.
Entirely possible. I mean, she is a ninja.
I thought she'd come with us anyways. Didn't she come with us?
I thought we sent her back to the Rising Stones to tell her people that Doma had been liberated.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, looks like we're about to have to break party again. We will wait here for the Lupin to arrive. Steel yourselves, my friend. Though I hope to resolve this without resorting to violence, it would seem wise to prepare for the worst. You, clear the road. Honorable warriors of Doma, my name is Alpha Node Levlier, and I come before you with news of great import. Silence, boy, you stand upon a battlefield. Be gone or be cut down. Doma is free. Lord Hien has returned and driven Yotsuyu and the Imperials from your lands. We were there. We helped him. There is no need for you to fight for Xenos. Lord Hien is dead and you are a liar. What can a boy such as you do against Magitech? Throw stones and spit curses? Invoke my lord's name again at your peril. We will suffer no falsehoods. I speak only the truth. Put up your weapons, I beg you. Let us speak as friends and not shed blood in vain. If your claims were true, we would gladly sheath our blades and embrace as brothers. But since they must surely be false, we would be traitors to accept. Our lives and those of our loved ones forfeit. Words are air. You will prove the truth of your tale on the battlefield, or die in dishonor.
For the House of Leveilleur!
You are no strangers to battle, that much is plain. I am the White. I am Hokuro, and I will be your opponent. Have at you.
Pull yourself together! So it comes to this!
That was a pretty cool fight.
Yeah.
Wolfman is badass.
Is he the one guy's brother though?
What guy?
There's a brother. There's a wolf guy that you help back at their village, and his older brother is in charge of a unit that left and is fighting out here.
Probably.
I'm just wondering if it's a small world or not.
Well, that's probably why we're fighting this guy, is because they assume you've done that quest. Which I haven't, but I'm assuming it's actually the quest line to unlock the fishmen. Because you had to do a bunch of stuff for a Lupin to do that quest line. You fought with honor and restraint. You could have killed my men, and perhaps even me, but you did not. For this I thank you. Warriors brave and true, I pray you tell us of the battle for Doma's liberation. We should be glad to do so. Lord Hien returned. Such joy this news brings us. But for Lord Gotsetsu to perish in the keep's collapse, to be taken from us by such treachery, there is no justice. I go with option 1.
Yeah.
You knew him well. Aye, he would not suffer us to mourn with so much undone. And so we will not. Duty comes before all. All Lupin shall know of Doma's liberation, and of your part in it. When you breach the gates, we shall turn on the Imperials as one. With fang and claw shall we rip open the throats of our masters. This the White swears. Thank you. When our war is ended, I am certain that your lord will help us to return you all to Doma. Such a curious thing, Destiny, to see us meet with friends of Lord Hien in this distant quarter of the world. But we shall not keep you. Your day is not yet done. Come, let us not keep our comrades waiting. We have a nation to liberate.
Ah, you are returned. Were your negotiations with the Wolfman successful?
The one they called the White was receptive to our words once we told him of Doma's liberation. They withdrew behind the walls to inform their brethren. If the gods are good, no blood shall be shed between our peoples this day.
Hear, hear. Now, I think it's time we did something about those gates. Thaumaturges, forward! Give me hellfire! Give me Ifrit's bloody inferno! Now give me a Curfin winter! Enough ice and snow to bury a behemoth! All cannons! Fire at will! Let no man say we neglected to knock! plot armor! We nearly had it!
Is that...
Bear witness, my Eorzean brothers and sisters! Doma has come to pay her debts!
Lord Hian?
We will deal with the flying machines! Forward, my friends! For freedom and justice!
You heard the man! All cannons resume firing!
Oh.
We're through. The way is clear.
No, we gained a rank.
Yep.
You're gonna accept the party invite, KJ?
Yeah. As soon as I get done with that quest.
You jumping ahead again.
Ah. Impeccable timing, those dolmens. Come, comrades. The enemy gate is down. Forward. Note the name of the quest. The battle for Alamigo is at hand. All forces have been ordered to advance into the city proper. I trust your unit of elite adventurers is ready. Excellent. Your objective is to make haste for the castle and kill Xenos Galvus. Any questions? Of course not. Now go and get the bastard. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I just noticed, Emo, you and the Wolfman need to have a discussion about who actually owns that title.
I was gonna say, I barely I changed it before we started playing today. Just today changed it to the white. I thought it was perfect timing.
Indeed. Also, Square. Playable loop and win.
What?
Yeah, definitely. Although they would probably start out as all male, just like the rabbits
Probably.
and the the kind of the cat guys or whatever.
Oh, playable wolf guys, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is, or is you're just saying they need to?
I'm saying they need to.
Yeah, agreed. And they look a ton like the Wolfmen in Log Horizon.
Okay, unless I'm mistaken, these guys just climbed over that fence to come after us.
I saw that.
Or through the bars, but I thought it was climbing.
For the record, if we had made it here sooner, we would get irregular tombstones from this place. But alas, that event has ended for now. Side. Well, now I gotta send you guys a picture of what the red one of these guys looks like in Final Fantasy VI. You guys have seen the blue one.
Oh, these are stairs. Okay.
Yeah.
Ramp, yeah.
I declare that the lazy route, and you will die for it.
Here come more. Excuse me.
Okay. This one is not from Final Fantasy VI. It's from Final Fantasy VII. This is actually the first boss in Final Fantasy VII. Okay, let's see. It has electromagnetic field, which is an area-wide moderate damage. Let's see. Target search places a target marker under a player. It takes about 6 seconds to acquire its target. Bait it away and drop it somewhere safe. it will put a small AoE in its final place. And Tail Laser is a line AoE front and behind the Magitech Scorpion. So, if you get targeted, run to the perimeter. Otherwise, just stay out of the stuff.
That dude's AoE is no joke.
No, it is not. That was a lot.
Yeah.
There's a treasure chest over here.
I looked right past it. Okay, it says this fight is 3 phases. A pre-out of body, and post-out of body. I don't know what any of that means, but we'll find out. He has Mana Burst, which is an area-wide moderate damage. Order to Charge places 3 drones somewhere in the arena. Order to Fire, shortly after Order to Charge, places large AoE circles somewhere in the area. After the AoE is done, 3 larger overlapping circles will appear, safe zones inside. Magitech Disruptor stuns and sucks the player in. Mind Jack knocks back and applies out of body. Player must reach and touch their body, unconscious adventurer, linked by a fiery line with the player. Prototype Death Claws will spawn. These mobs stun at melee range. Prototype Bits spawn around the area. They will shoot blue laser that stun on hit. Recommendation: dodge the Death Claws by moving to the side, away from the mobs, avoid the blue lasers, and get to your body. Do note that a player may die in this phase. Death Claws must be killed as soon as normal gameplay is resumed. And Demi Magics places a marker and AoE under each player, uses overlap circles from Order of Fire, but to a larger extent at the same time. So basically, stay out of the stuff, and at some point, he is going to cast Mind Jack, which is going to essentially kill us, and then we have to get back to our bodies to wake back up. Do not fight things while you are in, or while you're trying to get back to your body. Avoid enemies and get to your body. Then we kill the mobs.
Okay.
And when do we kill the claws?
After we're in our bodies again.
After we're in our bodies again, right. Okay, see if you can get out of the circles.
I shall have to share these findings.
Oh, it's that guy.
Initiate soul extraction.
And now we're about to have to get back to our bodies.
Success. The soul rebels.
Alright, I think I officially died.
My word, this data.
Are they all down? Okay.
Yep.
Whew.
That sounded a lot worse than it actually was.
Yeah.
But still pain.
I didn't realize we were going to be slowed so bad when we're not in our bodies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did
Yeah.
not mention that. bring the strikers down. Slashers, sorry. I feel like they were doing most of the damage. Too far away for my AoEs to reach both. Alas. Just a note, the instructions for this dungeon specify note of caution. Just outside the door, there are 2 12th Legion Colossus. These mobs tend to run off and use AoEs in random directions. So, stay out of the stuff.
Okay.
It got me.
I'm so done fighting this guy.
Oh, there was a loot box. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, it was over on the side.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Eh?
That bow is an upgrade.
Cool.
Also, let me put this stuff into it.
No problem. I'm just going to stand over here.
Oh wow, we actually look small. have thought they made him look a lot bigger.
Ah. Alright. Let's see. This fight is separated into 3 phases. Pre-Aether Transfer, Aether Transfer, and Post-Aether Transfer. In all phases, avoid touching the outer ring of the arena. It will inflict some damage and 1 stack of damage down. And nobody wants damage down, because it does less damage. Xenos will, at around 15%, start charging his Ultima. An Aether Transfer meter will indicate the time you have to kill the 3 ads. There is no best order, just destroy them ASAP. However, the Swell will occasionally kick you out into the outer ring, so probably kill the Swell first. Alright, I was going to say, the 3 mobs are Ame no Habakiri, which uses the Art of the Sword, the Swell, which uses the Art of the Swell, and the Storm, which uses the Art of the Storm. And the Art of the Storm is whoever wrote this is using an abbreviation that I don't know. It says PB AoE, which I'm guessing is a pushback AoE. And it says, don't stay in it. And then Art of the Swell is another PB AoE centered on Xenos, knocks back, stay in it. Art of the Sword, line AoE targeted at each player, do not stack or you will get hit by more than 1 ray. Vein Splitter, which places 4 copies of Xenos, a large AoE around Xenos followed by a large AoE around the copies. The AoEs of the copies do not overlap near Xenos. Xenos will jump 1 player and tether to that player. After a few seconds, he will execute Lightless Spark, which is a cone AoE targeted on that chosen player. And then there is Concentrativity, which is an area-wide AoE, high damage. So basically, stay out of the stuff, except for Art of the Swell. You want to stay in that. When he casts Vein Splitter, which will target each of us, or not Vein Splitter, when he types Art of the Sword, which targets each of us, do not stand near anybody else. Otherwise, you'll get hit by more than 1 person's attack. And basically just stay out of the stuff.
And don't stand at the edge.
Right. Yeah, stay away from the edges of the arena as much as you can.
So probably stay pretty close to him, or halfway at least.
Yes. I would say stay as close to him as you can.
Okay.
But, of course, it doesn't say anything about frontal cone, tank busters, or anything like that, but I would recommend not standing in front of him.
Right. He says we. Last time we fought him on our own. Not in our party.
Get out of that.
Said get into it?
I said out of it.
Ah! Kill!
Friend!
This get into. Okay, this is the beams.
Oh wow, there's like no time to move on that.
Kill!
Yeah, it just means don't get near anybody else when he's doing that.
Let this moment last forever.
Alright, big AoEs, stay out of them.
What's the pole?
It'll be a frontal cone. Try to pull him back to the center. Big damage incoming. This is the beams. No reason to get away, just don't stand near anybody else.
Rend.
Big AoEs, stay out of them. Oh, I did not realize what he was doing there.
I got stacked or pushed out. Does somebody else want to do the limit break?
Got me to do it.
Don't use it yet.
Okay. Well, I'm just letting know. I don't know what that stack will fall out of 29 seconds.
Beams.
Show me your roll.
Alright, KJ, target the swell and hit it with the limit break.
The swell?
Over here. We have to kill all these ads quickly.
More!
I'm dead.
I'm damage immune for a little while.
Did you get it, you know?
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! Just so. Have you the strength? The power to transcend.
And I think he just goes back to his normal attacks here.
Okay, that stuff that's on the outside, it drops after 20 seconds or less, even. Because I got hit once and I only had 10 seconds. So I guess it matters on how long you're in it.
Well done.
Whew. I kept trying to find you in the swell, and I kept targeting the two right next to me, and I'm like, where the hell is it?
No duty complete across the screen.
Ooh.
Would y'all roll for the orchestra? Need or?
Need.
I think we always roll need on orchestras. Well, I often roll green because I don't really care if I get them. But
Did we get that done or not? I don't remember seeing duty complete or not.
Yes! Yes! Such ferocity. Such tenacity. I am loath to recall how disappointed I was when first we fought. But finally, after bathing in the blood and offal of your enemies, finally you prove yourself worthy prey for the hunt. It fills you even now, doesn't it? The hunger to bite down on my jugular, to feel the warmth fill your mouth and run over even as you drink deep. Good. Good. This is the beast I have longed to face. As you sharpen your claws, I too sought newfound strength. But this is no place for a final contest. Come! The heavens shall bear witness to our dance. Welcome to the Royal Menagerie. The King of Ruin built this place for his foreign queen. He kept it filled with familiar creatures from her homeland. They bored me all. This fine specimen, on the other hand, is simply divine. Your fates are entwined, are they not, Icon Slayer? This dragon, this embodiment of unbridled despair, born of a desperate man's burning hatred for the Empire. How raw the raging tempest that churns within its breast. No myth made manifest this, but a being of pure violence. Mayhap you are the true architect of our design. You who fought the very soul of vengeance to the edge and watched him fall. You who let slip the Allegan hound to drive this icon into my arms. Oh my, have I said too much? Forgive me, this sensation is wholly unfamiliar to me. A question, then, and I should like very much for you to speak from the heart. If I were to stand aside, what would you do to this icon? Ah, as simple as that. But of course, you are the Icon Slayer. Such certainty is to be expected. A pity. There is another alternative. Or there would be, had you only mastered your abilities. I speak of the Echo, of course. Does it merely render you immune to iconic influence, or is it rather that your influence is far greater than theirs? Granted, these implications are of no moment to a savage who thinks only of killing the beast before him. But when I read Van Belsar's reports, I immediately saw the boundless potential of the Echo. I saw how it could be instrumental in binding an icon to one's will. Hence my research and the Resonant to know so much more. All icons must be exterminated without exception. Such was the imperial mandate issued by my great-grandfather, after he saw firsthand the destruction wrought by one such being. They are a blight upon this star, he felt, and so he began his great and just crusade. Ha! 'Twas not justice which spurred his campaign, but fear! Fear of the Icons! Fear of their power! Cowardice made them march forth to battle. Pathetic. Man should fight for the joy of it. To live, to eat, to breed. Lesser beasts snap and howl at one another for this. Only man has the wisdom and the clarity to embrace violence for its own sake. For we who are born into this merciless, meaningless world have but one candle of life to burn. I know you understand this. You and I are one and the same. Together, we could while away the quiet hours as friend and confidant. If you will accept me. And yet, in doing so, you prove me right. We are warriors. 'Twas plain from the first how this would end. You live for these moments, when all hangs in the balance, when the difference between life and death is but a single stroke. I live for them too! This is who we are, my friend! This is all we are! Alamigo and Doma and Garlemald be damned! We tower above the gods! You by your gift, I by my might. And before the Resonant, the gods shall be made to kneel.
Dude be crazy.
That's for sure.
After the Echo eyes are crazy, but like his looks were totally crazy. Like when he leaned back and his eyes were all wide. And, ugh.
Mm-hmm. Although I will admit this is basically the first time this X-Pack has been interesting. Because previously he's just been boring and bored.
Can I just say, ah, shit.
Uh-huh.
Crazy ass Sasuke eyes. But it did pique my interest. Can we use our echo to control those or
That's what
bind
he was
with them?
implying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he did.
I think that's what he's implying, yeah. That would definitely be a way to end the primal threat.
Well, yeah.
Is no, bad, go home.
Well, not even no bad, go home. No, you stay by me from now on, or whatever.
Well, no, we want the primals gone because they mess up the Aether. But
Oh, yeah. Because they keep eating it.
instead of having to kill them, we could just banish them.
Banish them or seal them away. Because he did say still. I just thought of that. What did you guys say to him? Like, you'd kill him or you'd join him?
I said I would kill the thing, and I said I denied him.
Yeah, okay.
I did the dots and I folded my arms and just looked at him and he's like, "Oh, you're not even going to give me an answer."
Nice. Alright, guys, I think we're probably going to have to save this fight till next time, because I have the instructions up, and it might take me 20 minutes just to get through explaining this fight.
Oh, wow. Is this an 8-man?
Okay.
Yeah, this is an 8-man.
Okay.
Alright.
He's got a lot of abilities that are apparently shared from other primals. And 3 phases. So, yeah.
Hey, did you not want that necklace?
What necklace?
Oh, never mind. I can't trade it now. It's a 70th level 300. It's paladins and lancer and monks. No, Polgus. Never mind.
Yeah,
it wasn't you. I thought it was Pally.
Yeah, it's either, I guess it's maiming or striking. But yeah, no tank gear whatsoever dropped in that dungeon.
Okay. Yeah, this is Slayer on it. Slayer.
I got new earrings.
Congrats.
Thank you.
I got the bow and the ring.
I got the grimoire.
Oh, nice.
I got a item level 300 necklace. Oh, it's the same necklace of slaying, KJ. And
yeah.
and a gloves of striking. So if I'm playing a dragoon or a pugilist, I'm in good shape.
Yeah. Yeah, when I saw that longbow, I was like, oh, longbow, wait, what? 300? Yeah, it's better than mine. Hold on. Need.
Nice. But it's also getting pretty late, so I guess we should probably call it here. So just 1 second, let me roll down the stream, or cool down the stream, shut down the stream, whatever I say. Words are hard. Alright, guys, I believe we're going to call it here for the night. And next week, we'll finish Stormblood. So, until then, I want to thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time. And have a good night.